Hello everyone! Today I bring you a story as painful as it is real. A story that doesn't appear in all the media, but that we need to hear. It is the story of Sarah Bluma, a woman who lost everything for love. Even her face. Everything happened on a quiet night in Rome. Sarah was walking near her home, unaware that her past was waiting for her with hatred in its heart. Her ex-husband Stefano Papa followed her and attacked her brutally. With a glass bottle, he disfigured her face with blows. It wasn't just a physical assault. It was an attempt to erase her identity. The ground was covered in blood. Horrified neighbors ran out to help and called emergency services. The diagnosis was devastating. Fracture on the forehead, deep cuts on the cheek, risk of permanent psychological damage. Sarah faced not only physical pain, but also the fear of not recognizing herself in the mirror anymore. But the most shocking part came later. 30 minutes after the attack, Kan Yaman arrived at the police station. Seeing the images of Sarah, he screamed in desperation, "This is not love, it's a war, and I'm going to fight for her." Then he went straight to the hospital. He entered her room, knelt down, took her hand, and cried with her. No one spoke, only sobs were heard. From the bed, Sarah barely whispered, "I only wanted to love again, and I ended up like this." But this time, she wasn't alone. Demet Özdemir, despite her complicated history with Kan, sent a clear message. Violence against women is never justified. I deeply regret what happened. Even Kan's mother, Guldem Yaman, surprised everyone with her words. She may not be my daughter-in-law, but she's the woman my son loves. No one has the right to harm her. Social networks exploded. The hashtag Sarah is not alone became trending in Italy and Turkey. But critical voices also appeared, asking Kan to stay away from her, saying that relationship only brought suffering. Meanwhile, Stefano Papa's lawyers tried to justify the attack by claiming a transitory mental disorder. But Sarah's lawyer was firm. "My client escaped death. We will demand the maximum sentence." Doctors are still assessing whether Sarah will need reconstructive surgery. They even talk about a possible face transplant. But despite the pain, Sarah left a message that shook everyone. "I don't regret having loved. I just should have taken more care. I didn't know he still held so much hatred." Since that day, Kan has not returned to the set. He cancelled everything. His team asked him to resume filming, but he was clear. "I can't act like nothing happened, not while the woman I love fights to recover her face." He has been seen sleeping on a chair in the hospital hallway, not giving interviews, only leaving a note. "Thank you for being here. Today I'm not a star. I'm a man trying not to break." In the first nights, Sarah woke up screaming, calling him by name, as if she feared being alone again. Their connection is deep. A nurse said off camera that every time he enters the room, her vital signs improve. Literally, he gives her life. Fans of the couple have left flowers, letters, and candles at the hospital entrance. Some have come from other cities just to say, "Stay strong, Sarah. You are not alone." And in the middle of the chaos, an audio leaked where Kan, with a broken voice, told his mother, "I don't know if I can handle this, but I can't leave her. She needs me more than ever." And Guldem's answer was simple but powerful. "Then stay." That's what a real man does. And maybe that phrase sums it all up. This is not a celebrity story. It is a story of loyalty, survival, and true love in its rawest form. Not perfect, not easy, but deeply human. When we talk about Demet Özdemir, I feel we are facing a character who has captured attention not only for her talent, but also for the controversies around her. However, to be honest, everything that is happening to her causes me a mix of distrust and sadness. From my point of view, Demet is trapped in a game of appearances and false victims that does no justice to herself or to those who supported her career. Many comments I've read that echo my opinion agree that much of what is shown is a circus stage to generate pity and attention. For example, the alleged assault, and the images of bruises seem so exaggerated or made up that it's hard to believe the truth of the story. This isn't just my personal opinion. People who follow the matter closely say the makeup is badly done, wounds don't correspond to reality, and the acting seems rehearsed. This only dirties Demet's image, who should maintain a clean and authentic reputation. Moreover, it is disturbing to see how, while talking about violence and hard moments, Demet appears at nightclubs or parties as if nothing happened. This leads people to doubt the sincerity of her words and attitude. How is it possible that someone who says they have suffered so much can live such a carefree and public life? That inconsistency fuels suspicion and severely damages her public figure. And honestly, I'm not the only one who thinks so. Many followers say this is theater, a poorly scripted drama meant to attract attention and make money. Another point that strikes me is the feeling that Demet is playing the victim role to gain sympathy, but without taking responsibility for her own decisions and actions. Some even think her behavior is an act of spite, emotional manipulation towards Can Yaman and the public. And if we add rumors and testimonies pointing out that their relationship wasn't as idyllic as it's made to seem, the picture becomes even more confusing. Instead of building sincerely, Demet seems wrapped in a web of half-truths and contradictory versions that only harm her. What hurts me most is to think that behind all this story, there is a woman who could have built a solid and respected career, but now seems to dissolve in scandals and controversies. Instead of relying on authenticity, she chose the path of noise and controversy. And while everyone is free to do what they want with their life, in show business and fame comes the responsibility to care for image, truth, and respect towards fans. For me, Demet Özdemir is at a critical point. She can keep feeding this drama and lose credibility, or she can step back, be sincere, and return to the path that led her to fame through effort and talent. The decision is hers, but the public is already tired of lies and masks. What fans want to see is a strong, dignified, and authentic woman, not a figure surrounded by rumors and performances. In conclusion, while I respect her work and talent, I believe Demet should deeply reflect on how she's managing her public life and what message she wants to leave. Because in the end, truth and humility are the values that last, not show business or lies. If she wants to regain the respect and admiration she once had, she must move away from scandals and show the true person behind the public persona. Only then will she rebuild her image and maybe find the peace she seems to be searching for amid all the noise.